proclaimed that Singleton had suffered a stroke, shock went through the film industry, and word of his death was met with remembrances and condolences. His movies will stand as a legacy to his talent, as well as the mark he helped others leave on the big screen.
Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
At 24, Boyz N the Hood earned John Singleton a place in movie history as the first African-American director and the youngest director ever nominated for an Academy Award.
Something wrong? Something wrong, yeah.
His 1991 debut film told the story of three childhood friends coming of age in the violent South Central section of Los Angeles, a place Singleton called home. He loved movies from an early age, and that passion took him from South Central to the University of Southern California's film school. Singleton's college screenplays won writing awards and landed him a Hollywood agent. And in surprising short order, he turned his senior thesis, Boyz N the Hood, into a movie.
At the time, my senior year in school was kind of a hallmark in my life, you know, because I was young, I didn't have anything. All I had was promise.
With dramas like Poetic Justice, Rosewood, and Baby Boy, Singleton led a new generation of black directors, making films that spoke to the African-American experience.
I only want to make movies that I feel I'm going to have fun doing. I don't want to make movies. Making movies isn't really a job to me. I know it's a job, but it's not really a job to me. Yeah. It's like fun. It's like what I've always dreamed about doing. So I want to keep doing it, you know, to just live life and have a great time, well, you know, and work with all these phenomenal people.
He helmed action films as well, including the 2000 remake of Shaft and the second installment of the blockbuster Fast and Furious franchise, Too Fast, Too Furious. He later worked mostly in television, directing episodes of Empire, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and Billions. John Singleton, a pioneering filmmaker whose journey took him from the hood to Hollywood. Gone way too soon. John Singleton dead at the age of just 51.
And I think so many people are really focusing on that aspect. 51 just seems so young.
Yeah, you know, Dan and Betty, we talked about that very thing when Luke Perry had his stroke in March, a stroke that led to his death. Now, according to health officials, stroke ranks as the fourth leading killer in the United States. It can occur in all age groups, and for African Americans, it's more common and more deadly, even in young and middle-aged adults in the U.S., than for any other ethnic group. And it's also important to understand the treatable risk factors for stroke, which, according to the Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, such as high blood pressure or hypertension, also cigarette smoking, which, by the way, is linked to the buildup of fatty substances in the carotid artery. That's the main artery that supplies blood to the brain. Then, of course, the issue of heart disease, which is responsible for 1 in 4 strokes after the age of 80. Also, don't ignore the warning signs. Even TIAs, or so-called mini strokes, like double vision, drowsiness, or vomiting that may only last a few moments, then disappear. And other treatable risk factors include diabetes, cholesterol imbalance, physical inactivity, and obesity. And by the way, each year, nearly 800,000 Americans have a stroke, and about 160,000 die from stroke-related illnesses.
And looking at that